Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I am Carrick. So we're continuing on with this Denmark playthrough, not Sweden, but we do control Sweden. They're still under us in a personal union, same as Norway. And we're playing with Lions of the North DLC that just came out for Europa Universalis. And things are going pretty smooth. But unfortunately, there's a pretty massive hiccup that I've realized poking around a little bit. When the personal or when the ruler or 61-year-old ruler, when they die, Norway will continue to be under us in a personal union. Makes sense. For some reason, Sweden won't, and I think it's because they just have a negative opinion of us. They're loyal, but they have a negative opinion. So we need to somehow try to figure out how we can get this opinion to not be negative. One thing we could do is we could return Gotland. Another thing we could do is we could potentially influence the nation. What does that give us? 25 points? 25 for 10 years. It's going to, technically every year things should be decaying in such a way that we should be getting a little bit more favor with them every year. So if we, and then giving a gift. So I think ideally what we want to do is we want to hire this person for improved relationship stat. Let's get somewhat cheap down here in the military slot. Unfortunately, the person was level 3 at half cost, which is nice. This will be a level 2. We're still paying a little bit less per month, but anyways, yeah, we need this improved relationship because what that does, that stat actually makes the negative modifiers go away faster. The other thing is we need to go talk to the Pope here and get the improved relationship 10% from this, which will last 20 years? Heck yeah, let's do that. Okay, so that's going to help. We need to stick one diplomat on Sweden, and they just need to stay there. Now we need to bank up a lot of cash, and we potentially give away Gotland. We give away Gotland, I'm assuming returning... One, it's a negative 20 just because we have a core. So that's going to remove 20 immediately. Plus, I'm assuming we're going to get a bonus for giving them land, for like giving them a core. But that bonus will decay down. So I'm going to try to play chicken with it a little bit and see if we can actually avoid giving that to them. Yeah. Let's get these troops somewhere relevant, though. I think what happens, though, is if we lose the personal union with Sweden, it's not the end of the world. I think what happens, well, it might be the end of the world with all the other modifiers and things that are going on. But it lets us we can attack them and restore the Union immediately, I believe. And that's certainly a war that we could definitely win, maintain the diplomat. That'll also keep us an eye on this value here. Really, it's a waste to maintain the diplomat, but I just want to, we're just keeping an eye on things. We're really just, honestly, I'm just basically hoping desperately that... maybe going into a war would there'd be like a little modifier like at war, in the same war, fighting on the same side of the war together or something like that. Like that might be like a 25% 25 opinion modifier. Oh, we do want to insult actually here. Well, the prestige is kind of a thing too. We want to insult somebody to get our power projection up a bit. Let's insult England. It says it'll increase power projection by 10. So that's going to decay at 1 per year, right? Yeah, 1 per year. So that'll be 6 years. That'll be 6 years. Of the bonuses from having the extra power projection. Prestige is another thing that actually ties into improved relation. So all these modifiers we've just added now, there we go. We're getting 3.4 and 1.3. We're also losing some things like defended our provinces, liberated our provinces. So we're losing 2 per year. We're gaining 5 per year. So 3, I'm rounding and a little optimistically there, but we should be getting about 3 points per year. We can get rid of that 20 from the core, maybe get a boost from that influence and gift, and I think we're okay. I want to get that influence on them immediately because that lasts for 10 years. Oh, the other thing too is let's just look at our economic situation a bit. There's no reason to pay for these forts, especially during peacetime. There's no rebellion over here. That's gonna save us a buck or two. We don't. It's not a liberty desire issue, and this doesn't affect. If they had debts, I think that maybe paying off their debt would be something they'd appreciate. I'm not sure, but either way, it's not a liberty desire issue, so we don't need to be supporting the loyalists. It's just an opinion issue, I think. So let's make as much money as we can right now, which would also not be paying for the troops, to be honest. The other thing we're trying to do is potentially get England, get into a war against England. Now we've labeled Ireland, yeah, we've labeled all this as land that we want, so that's English land. Not worried about that. Oh no, Man is, oh wait, are they straight up independent now? How did that happen, England? How did you lose Man? Fairly sure that does not start as a tag, playable tag. So England just tossed that somehow. Maybe France forced them to drop it in a war or something. I'm not sure. We need 100. We also want 100 opinion with the Pope in order to get the university being done. We're trying to work on this university in Copenhagen. And for that we need 60. Whoops, we're just wasting some. Tag a couple bits there. We don't need alliances of those kind. Really, honestly, we're just playing chicken right now. I would like to get this influence going on Sweden. We have an old ruler. We have an old ruler. One more and we could do this. Wait, return. Oh, that's them to return it to us. Okay. What I'd like is just some kind of 80% cheaper. I mean, I like this, but I don't want to lose the prestige. We can't use that person anyways because we're using the improved relationships advisor instead. Although it would have been nice to get another half cost Diplo advisor. I would pay all the money into this. Is there a way just to, I would like to just convert trust into opinion, but trade favors for trust? No. No. Okay, we're going to return Gotland and see where we're sitting there. Let's return Gotland. Okay. So we don't get a positive modifier for that, huh? It's just we miss, or, you know, we no longer have the negative modifier. Great power influence, historical rival. 2.8 per year, plus the gift can get us to 25. But it's going to cost us a ton to gift them up to 25. And that's only going to be for 5 years, but we're so close. We need some kind of Christian unity event or something to pop up where we're just, all the Christians just immediately like us. And we have influence ideas. Why can't an influence event pop up? Just like, hey, make your subjects like you a lot or something. You know what I mean? That would be nice. Anything here that would, you know, like, isn't there that event where if you're Catholic and other Catholics, it's like plus 60 for all your neighboring Catholics or something great like that? We need something like that now. I might be missing. There's so many little nitty-gritty little like things you can do in this game. I might legitimately be missing something, but I think a gift is we're banking on a gift right now. But the problem is the gift. 3 for every 25. So to get up to the full 20, it's going to cost us 200 ducats? We're taking loans so that we can gift all of our money to Sweden so that they won't completely hate us. It's only going to be for 5 years. Okay, our ruler literally has to survive for 2 years, and I'm actually... No, Poland, I'm not doing that. Oh my gosh, this is tight. This is tight. Get that up to 20 dev. Remove this edict out of the capital. Okay, come on. We have to, like, our ruler needs to live for 2 more years. For 2 more years. Norway, what do you... So here's the thing. For Norway, we won't... how does this work? Not possible until 1494. We cannot automatically integrate them just with the passing of a monarch, because it has to be stable for 50 years. If we were to integrate them, Norway owns more province. Wait, more provinces than Denmark? Oh, interesting. They own more provinces than us, apparently. And even if we took the here, that wouldn't change. That's interesting. Okay. So, okay. Well, HRE influence goes out to there. You know, I'd like to be able to go into against the Teutons, to be honest. Do we have the ability to put a claim on Danzig? You know, let's actually do some espionage and build some spy networks in the Teutonic Order. Because I think, you know, getting the Baltic is going to be good. I mean, I'm assuming eventually you get claims on this, but I know for a fact we do not get claims on this from either the Novgorod Eliminate or the Estonia Reconquer or any of this. Yeah, none of this stuff gives us claims on the Teutonic Order. Although there might be something once you become Scandinavia that would make sense to me, because I think you get a whole new mission tree once you're Scandinavia. Wait, what is this? Oh no, that has to be colonial related, yeah. Okay, Sweden's at 0. Sweden's at 0. Let's see what happens when they go to +1. I just want to know. So the gift is for 5 years. The influence is for 10 years. After 5 years, if we're going 2.8 per 5 years, it's... So with that gift, we're going to have to re-gift them again. It's a lot of money. That's 2 years of income. For us, basically. What? Whoa, what just happened? Union only in name. Union only in name? That literally just came out of nowhere. That literally just came out of nowhere. Union only in name. That's almost like a negative modifier because they're unhappy with us. But the reality of the fact is... If they had waited 1 year, they would have been positive. Oh my gosh, we're doomed. We are so doomed. Our ruler has to literally survive for 5 years. I mean, it's possible. It doesn't seem likely, but it's possible. Let's get a flagship. Let's start working on the conditions for England. Build it in our capital. Let's make it a heavy. Improved fleet engagement, I think, is good. Actually, I almost like the idea of making it... Well, we gotta get heavy ships anyways. Fleet morale, 5%. Impact on siege is kind of nice. That would make it quite a bit more expensive. Quite a bit more expensive. Man, that would make it super expensive, but that would be quite nice, to be honest. You know, fleet privateer, privateers. Can't only light ships privateer? Fleet naval tradition from battles. I don't know. Let's just not worry about it too much. 2 ducats a month to maintain this sucker. But it's a requirement for getting the free claims on England. I think potentially if we went to war, there might be some kind of positive 20 points or something at war with you know, at war together or something like that. I forgot we actually have loans we need to pay back too. Okay, let's get these ideas. Let's get this one. Let's get that for better sort of military tech. We are going to be a little bit imbalanced research now. We're getting positives. Actually, we're still at negative. We actually don't have to pay anything to get rid of corruption, though, regardless. What over here, if we had 5%, here's the interesting thing. If we push up to 5% ship durability, if we push to 5% ship durability, before the queen resigns or, you know, gets cast aside when the ruler dies, we would actually be able to fulfill this requirement to England. So how many years would it take us to get 4 points into quality ideas from basically, you know, from ground zero here? Well, if we're getting 8, let's say we're getting 100 per year. It's going to take wait. It's impossible. It's completely impossible. Quality is still pretty good. Offensive, I mean, we're thinking, okay, if we're going to be attacking England, the extra shock could be good. The extra fire is not as great, but it's something. Getting more prestige from battles is nice. Siege ability is always fantastic. Extra discipline's good. I mean, obviously quality's good. So it's like quality. Okay, we'll decide this based on the influence institutions. Okay, that's no. Diplomatic relation +1 reinforced cost -20. That's not that great. That's not that great. Humor me with aristocratic. National unrest, force limit contribution, no. Well, what happens if we go over here to the admin side of things? We have a lot of admin points we're just throwing away, right? This would give us 20% more additional annexation cost reduction, which is good. And the 25% core reduction, I mean, this pays for itself. I haven't actually gone administrative for a long hot minute, but and 30% improved relations there, but we don't need humanist ideas. Everybody's all, you know, kumbaya over here. Economic is always fantastic. They've nerfed it a little bit, but still good, I think. I mean, it kind of feels like innovative usually pays for itself. I don't love innovative, but man, that monthly war exhaustion reduction, extra leader's kind of nice. Advisor cost, you know, the technology, of course, that's one of the big appeals of it. What is the cross here with influence ideas? Advisor cost, aggressive expansion -10%. That's kind of neat. And honestly, I like the idea of colonizing. I really like the idea of colonizing, but really I think to do the exploration that's required, we need this. Offensive admin, we have some admin points. You know what? I think now or never. We're ahead on admin tech. Let's just go here. None of these things are going to help us with the Sweden situation. I think our military might's going to be good enough to go against England. Mr. Toby making some noise. I hope it's not too disturbing to you guys. He's getting settled in. English. No, England. Tell me what's going on with England. 10,000 troops. Yeah, they have the same force limit as us. Of course, we have the subjects as long as we can keep them loyal and such. I cannot believe this random modifier just literally came out of nowhere. This reduces Sweden's by 50. No, we can't do that, but it'd be amazing if the opposite would be improve Sweden's opinion of us by a touch. Norway's going to have a little bit of rebellion over here. We can go and take care of that, or do we already have troops over here? That's essentially going to basically disappear into nothingness. I will say I'm not a big mercenary fan, so all these mercenary ones are not great. What else do we get here? I always look at this 25%, but what else is here? Interest per annum, meh. Possible advisors, kind of nice. Admin technology, that pays for itself. Governing capacity modifier 25%. I mean, these are good. These are good. It also got us the extra trade efficiency there. Naval, 50% more naval force is going to be really, really nice. So if we hit these two, that'll give us a huge. What is our force limit? Does it? Can we look here and will it tell us what percentage of force limit? Maybe we have to come here and look at it. 24 province. How much are we getting from our subjects, though? Doesn't say. Or did they not contribute anything because of this thing? They're contributing manpower, I think. The bonuses of a march. I don't know. Maybe they just act more like a march or something. Okay, Sweden's at 20. It's changed by 5.6 per year. I mean, an event would save our bum right now, that's for sure. An event would save us. Something that just bolsters opinion of the Christian world or this or that or something. Austria actually technical Lithuania. I'm surprised Muscovy's not even taking advantage of this. I don't think we can do anything else for Sweden. We could potentially, if they have a rebellion that's... Okay, wait a second. We could refresh. Defended our provinces. Liberated our province. See, if that was something for Sweden, we'd be out in the clear potentially. I'm not even 100% sure this is how this is going to work. Ends. It's still ending. We got to see what it looks like when it goes positive. So if this... Okay, wait a second. Oh, well, we can't provoke them because they're Swedish. If this actually... Okay, well, that's so long away. But if this actually revolts, this would be another way to help out Sweden if this revolted. This is probably only because they're converting this land. Oh, my gosh. And we're working on converting it because that's how nice we are. Is there anything in here we can do? Years for personal union integration, -40. It says -40. So why is it still saying it's 50? I don't know. Maybe it's usually... 90 would be a weird number to say it usually is, but... -40 years. Does that mean if, like, I tried to integrate Norway, it'll just go kaboom? No, because they have more provinces. So I'm wondering... we need to keep the stability going, I think, but I'm just... I don't think any of this would just give us opinion with Sweden. Okay, wait a second. Wait, whoa. Another minus. Beheaded Nobles? When did this happen? These might be events that are trickling on their end of things. This is getting ridiculous. This is getting insane. We could refresh the liberated province. Oh, well, that's, I don't know. So now we have to wait 8 divided by 40. We have to 5 years. Now we're back to 5 years. Let's what can we do in here potentially to just boost opinion with our subjects maybe? Opinions with something like opinion. Say here, every country which has the opinion modifier, same religion, will have their opinion. Okay, wait a second. Hold on. Every country which has the opinion modifier, same religion, will have their opinion of Denmark increased by an additional 25. I think we can hit this university thing. I just want to get this done. And a cool event's going to happen here. Make Sweden like us. We actually gained a... Wait, we gained it. Wait. Are we gaining a university here before, like, universities are even, like, a thing? That is so cool. Administrative... That is so cool. So we're only admin tech set. We got it 100 years ahead of time. And when we develop here, it's going to be super cheap. So when we develop here, because we're going to be getting institutions in this location, that'll be so easy and cheap. That'll be fantastic. Now, in all honesty, what I'd like is I would actually like to be able to... getting a church down there makes sense. A cheap trader, we can't do that. Okay, a level 3 diplomat, improve relation 20%. This would be if we got Castiles up to 100. I like this reward because we're going to want a diplomat like that in that position. Looks like we could easily do that. But getting the clergy happy with us would be good too. Equilibrium here is 72. Some of these are mono going down. Yeah. Oh, can't we do some stuff here if we wanted to? Give them a little more influence. Give us a few more benefits here. Because we've curtailed them so much, I think we can give them a few responsibilities. We could just yoink it back as we want. Getting some extra prestige could be kind of nice, to be honest, at the cost of tax, though. No reason to be buttering up with Norway, because we can't integrate them until we get more land. We can't get more land until we attack the Livonian Order. We can't attack Livonian Order until Muscovy stops guaranteeing their independence. Now, this is a way to get in against the Livonian Order, and that's actually not that scary of a war, especially we call in Poland into this. That's a... Okay, wait a second. 20. Oh. Wait a second. Wait, it's still at 30. This is never going to happen. Eight per year. We are 3 years away, but I think if we potentially go to war together... At Norway. And none of this is going to happen. If we go to war together, that might be a plus 20 modifier. That sounds about right to me. That sounds about right. Is that heavy ship still building? Yeah. How much is that? That's going to cost us so much money. It's insane. We're making so much money. It's insane. Where did this money come from? Well, actually, it just went down to 5.5. What happened? Wasn't it saying 14 a second ago? Anyways, we're fine. I'm tempted to attack Danzig here. So get us into a war against the Livonian Order. Oh, if we're at a war against the Livonian... Wait a second. Get the forts turned on. Get the forts turned on. Yeah, actually, we could just land them over here. This is a capital fort, but it's not a fort. This is a fort, but it's... Oh, wait, did they remove the fort from this province? Okay, perfect. Let's get everybody in Riga. What's the supply limit in Riga? 28. Perfect. Guys, thanks everybody for being here. We survived. The Sweden situation is freaking me out, though. It is freaking me out, but I'm thinking going to war with Sweden, plus if we just survive 3 years, we'll be positive. I don't know where some of these modifiers are coming from, but we have survived. I'm trying to make the episodes a little bit shorter because apparently people only watch the first 2 minutes anyways, but regardless... we survived that run. That definitely wasn't a shorter episode, but we survived. And thanks everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. We'll be back in the next episode where we will continue to scrape and crawl our way forward in this campaign. Although, to be honest, everything's been smooth sailing, but losing Sweden would be catastrophic. Have a good one, everyone. See you guys in the next episode.